It's already the longest in NFL history by a head coach to begin a career. Even predating Tomlin, the Steelers haven't had a losing season since 2003, which was the year before they drafted Ben Roethlisberger. Pittsburgh's run of 18 straight seasons finishing 500 or better is the third longest such streak by a team in NFL history. So we got to thinking, and we have the right people to talk about this, because we have Ryan Clark, our former Steeler, and Brooke Pryor, our NFL Nation Steelers reporter, joining us to talk about Mike Tomlin. And RC, I guess the basic question about Mike Tomlin is what, like, how does he continue to do this? What is it about him that allows him to continue to win at this level, even when, I mean, this year's team doesn't really look like it should be?
I think it's consistency. It's unwavering belief in who he is, in what he knows, and the way that he can communicate that to his team. The messaging never changes from Coach Tomlin because he believes in it that much. He feels that there are certain ways to go out and compete. There are certain ways to finish football games, to prepare for football games. And he doesn't think that that changes week to week. He doesn't think that that's a difference in between the first week of the season and the Super Bowl. And he knows that because he's been to 2 Super Bowls. And so when you are constantly hearing the same thing, when you're constantly receiving the same message, and you have a head coach that doesn't ride the wave of emotion. If you win a huge game, is Coach Tomlin excited about it? Absolutely. But he comes in on Wednesday morning and it's the exact same thing. If you lose a big game, is he disappointed about it? Absolutely. But he comes in on Wednesday morning and he's exactly the same way. And I believe that sort of consistency, that sort of belief, but as a player, understanding and knowing that your coach will always be the same no matter what the level of emotion is within the building, that's something that you can count on. And he's been that for this team, for this organization for the last decade and a half.
Brooke, you have a story coming out on ESPN.com, I believe this weekend, about Tomlin and his relationships with his players. So when you go into the locker room, as you do every day, and you talk to these guys, what do they tell you about what makes him so good?
Well, the first thing is exactly what RC just mentioned, that consistency. I was talking with Kevin Dotson yesterday. He said the message that they were getting week 1 and when they started 1-3 and then 2-6 is the same thing that they're getting now. But he's like, it resonates more now. It's sinking in more. So for those that say, oh, the messaging is stale, this isn't helpful for the team. No, to the guys in the locker room, this helps that the message, the expectations are the same. But to me, the guy that really stuck out was Montravius Adams, who was on the New Orleans Saints practice squad. I asked him, it seems like you're really playing for Mike Tomlin. He's a guy that's been vocal about not wanting that non-losing streak to end. And he said, yeah, honestly, without Mike Tomlin, I'm probably home on my couch right now with my family because he believes in me. He respects me. He doesn't have to say anything. Sometimes it's just a look. These guys are playing for Mike Tomlin. He's in the locker room all the time. Sometimes I walk in there and he's sitting down at the card table with all the guys that are there kind of gathered playing card games, things like that. I mean, this is a team that rallies around its coach. Mike Tomlin likes to say there's nothing mystical about things going on, but there might be something a little bit mystical about Mike Tomlin because he keeps coaching these zombie teams that come up big in December. But it's like he says, December football, it makes you or it breaks you. You either apply pressure or get pressure applied to you. And as he told me a couple weeks ago, it's his preference to apply the pressure, gets the team going. Everybody's playing for him.
This is great stuff because I keep thinking about Jesse Pinkman. Like, how does he keep getting away with this with Mike Tomlin? He keeps pulling it off no matter what. But look, this is also a public service announcement. 2 weeks from now, teams are going to be interviewing head coach candidates. And what are you looking for? This is the kind of stuff. Mike Tomlin has proven it for 15 years now and counting, and that streak might just continue.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.